Good morning, Bethel. So good to see you guys this morning. It's me, Pastor Mitch, and I'm joined by a brand new co-host.
I'm Pastor Mitch's wife, Cassie. Unfortunately, Pastor Pauline is filming her own videos at her own house down the street.
True. COVID-19 hashtag.
Social distancing. So unfortunately, for all of you...
Not unfortunately.
I will fill in for her, and I will try to live up to the high standard that she set.
I'm telling you, I am going to miss her as a co-host, though. She was amazing. We just had so much fun filming those, but I'm excited to have you with me today.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It's kind, isn't it?
Yeah, so welcome to Convos and Coffee. We have our coffees with us. Cassie, why don't you show them what you have this morning?
So I jumped on the bandwagon and tried to make a Dalgano, I don't know how to say it, whatever. One of those coffees where you whip everything. And like 5 minutes ago, it looked fantastic. This is what we have now, but it tastes amazing. So if you haven't done it, you have nothing else to do with your time.
I have the perfect companion to that. I'm going to be starting my morning with Pepsi. All right? I mean, COVID-19, enjoy yourselves, people. Let's go.
It's not okay. We're having problems here.
And so we're actually going to be continuing the Devo that Pastor Pauline and I started on the fruits of the Spirit. And then next week, you'll see Pastor Pauline, and she'll continue it until we've made our way through. So today, we get to talk about peace. Like peace. Like the dopest one. Like, I'm so excited. The good news is that next week, Pastor Pauline has to talk about patience, and God knew that wasn't the one for us.
I was hoping that would have been for us, because, I mean, I have just...
oodles
so
and oodles
much to say.
Oodles, right?
I just have so much to say about it. But it's okay. Yes. Peace is a solid one for us.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited for peace. And so we're actually going to be reading today. If you have your Bibles, you can turn with us to John 16, verse 33. John 16, verse 33. It doesn't really matter the interpretation that you read. They all basically kind of say the same. Today we're going to be reading from the NIV, and this is what it says. Jesus is speaking to disciples, and he says, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." And I just think, man, that's powerful, right? And I think it's really interesting, too, that we're talking about peace coming out of Easter Sunday. Because Easter Sunday screams peace, not just to us that know Jesus, but peace to the world. Mm-hmm. One of the most powerful things, if you were listening on Sunday, that Pastor Peter was talking about was when the thief was talking to Jesus, and he was saying, like, "Master, when you go, will you take me with you?" And Jesus, in that moment, because only he could, extended salvation to that person. Mm-hmm. And the peace of God, one of the main differences that we want to talk about is that the peace of God is different than just having a good life, or a safe life, or a life that is without trouble, because Jesus actually says, in this world, you will have trouble.
Yeah, and I think for us, especially like in the current situation, a lot of the things, especially in North America, a lot of the things that we use to kind of give ourselves the illusion of peace, like financial security, having a good job, having a good education, having a nice house, a nice car, we kind of create this sense for ourselves that like, you know what, I have peace, I have security, I have safety. And we've kind of learned in the last month that none of those things really are what bring you peace, and none of those things really are what bring you security. Mm-hmm. That can only like truly be found in God. So I mean, it's a perfect verse for us right now. Listen, I'm driving my Mercedes-Benz outside, right?
Our broken down family van. No, but I love that, because I think what you said is so true. We have misinterpreted peace in North America to be synonymous with comfort. Mm-hmm. And that's not the case. Like when Jesus says, "I've come to give you peace," he's not saying, "I've come to give you comfort." He's not saying, "I've come to make it so that your life will be easy." The peace of God goes beyond that. It's about your standing with God. I actually remember one of our youth back in the day, Leah Nickel. She was walking through understanding what peace was. And one of the things that she says that always stuck with me is that it's not about not having troubles. It's not about not having difficulty. It's about knowing where you stand in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that's really powerful. She's like, you don't even understand. I was like, okay, calm down. And she's like, it means that we are in the throne room with God. Because of what Jesus did, our place as adoptive sons and daughters of God is that we are consistently before the Father. And that's how you obtain peace. Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
That's so good. Yeah. So we want to encourage you guys today that all of the things that maybe even kind of accidentally you found yourself relying on to give you that kind of sense of peace that, like, you know what, my life is good, I'm good, I'm safe. I don't have to worry. You might need to kind of release some of those things and say like, okay, God, I need you to fill these spots in my life. God, I need you to be at the forefront of this, to be the one that's truly giving me peace in this situation.
Especially with scheduling and routine, right? I mean, we find so much peace and comfort in knowing what it is that's coming. And right now, as a church especially, we can really center in on this and say, God, regardless of what I wish it looked like, regardless of what I wanted it to look like or where I wanted to go, as long as you're with me, I know that I'm good. And so, we just want to remind you of those words today in John 16:33, where he says, this is why I came, so that you could have peace. And when we're walking through the spiritual gifts, don't forget that all of these things, these fruits of the Spirit, they are all gifts from God. And the only way that you can truly have peace is to know who Jesus is in your life. All right, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you guys. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for another Convos and Coffee. We love this stuff. We love you guys. We miss you.